Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Salute to you for tuning in. You are appreciated. Another quick Matrix 4 update coming in this video because you have very likely already heard about the Matrix 4 release date news being the exact same release date as John Wick 4. What is going to make this video a little different from the rest is that I'm going to show you why you shouldn't necessarily believe the hype, and that's also why I wasn't in a rush to report this news immediately, because I wanted to let the dust settle a little bit so that I could check the sources out for myself. The purpose of a yellow-pilled approach and the main lesson that I learned from the Matrix universe is to dig deeper than what you are shown on the surface. You already know your guide Lazarus did in fact find a noteworthy receipt. So if you are new here, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any Matrix news or updates. Let's get right into this internet-shaking announcement that flooded news feeds and trending topics across multiple social media platforms. And that was the first red flag right there for me. All of a sudden, major news alerts coming from every movie outlet in every direction all at the same time. It appears The Hollywood Reporter was the first outlet to break this story, and I'll start there with the article titled, Flash and Matrix 4 Get Release Dates. The article says, quote, "The untitled Matrix film is set to open May 21st, 2021, and then goes on to say, in a strange twist, the Matrix sequel is now set to go against Lionsgate John Wick Chapter 4, with both films starring Keanu Reeves," end quote. Okay, so I made a video on this topic talking specifically about the scheduling conflict with Keanu Reeves shooting both the Matrix 4 and John Wick films so very close to each other. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who hasn't seen that yet, because all of that information is background for what I really want to highlight in this Hollywood Reporter article that continued to say, quote, Ezra Miller stars as the DC Comics speedster and made his first appearance in a cameo in 2016's Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, end quote. I know some of you are asking, Laz, bro, what the hell does Batman or Superman have to do with the Matrix? Just jump back in the DeLorean with me, take the free ride, and allow me to explain. Rewind the clock back to January 17, 2014, and TheWrap.com posted an article titled, Warner Brothers pushes Batman vs Superman back 10 months to fully realize vision. And the article says, quote, July 17, 2015 was the date fans of the Batman movies deserved, but not the one that Warner Brothers needs right now. The studio has pushed back the release of its untitled Batman vs Superman film to May 6, 2016, a delay of nearly 10 months to allow the filmmakers time to realize fully their vision, given the complex visual nature of the story, the studio told The Wrap. The move is an interesting piece of the Marvel/Disney, Warner Brothers/DC rivalry for a couple of reasons. It takes Warner's team up of Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill's Superman out of the same summer as Avengers Age of Ultron, and puts it squarely in the early May zone that Marvel has owned since the gangbusters launch of Iron Man in 2008. In fact, Marvel had an as yet unveiled film set on that date. Is it Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Iron Man 4? Setting up a who blinks first showdown in the mega franchises that Marvel has been dominating, at least in terms of speed and ease of development, for nearly 6 years now, end quote. Fortunately for us, we have our own time machine, so we don't have to guess which Marvel movie actually ended up getting released on that coveted May 6th date. Let's go a little forward in time to a Variety article from August of 2014 titled, Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice moves to March 2016. The article says, quote, Warner Brothers' Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice has moved its release date from May 6, 2016 to March 25, 2016. The superhero hybrid, starring Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, was supposed to challenge Captain America 3 during the first weekend of May, but will instead spring forward to avoid a blockbuster confrontation, end quote. So the mystery MCU film ended up being Captain America Civil War, and this also means that Warner moved the date for Batman vs Superman not once, but twice, and in this day and age, you have to. Movie studios of this size are smart enough to know that competing with another blockbuster could have very serious consequences to their bottom line. Come back to present day, and what makes this new bluff different is that while the John Wick franchise is absolutely a successful one, no pun intended, it is not the guaranteed Iron Man juggernaut that the MCU has become. More importantly, as mentioned in the Keanu Reeves' Juggling 3 franchises video, it has been reported that as of last month, the John Wick 4 script wasn't even finished yet. Where with The Matrix 4, not only is the Lana Wachowski script complete, but we know shooting is scheduled to begin February of 2020. And that means that this could be the first time that Warner is finally in a position to win this round of release date chicken that they apparently like to play. Since this ultimately comes down to a mirror match of John Wick versus Neo, I'm going to safely bet that in the end, Keanu Reeves is going to win. And with all that said, before you go petitioning to have May 21st, 2021 declared National Keanu Reeves Day, you should be aware that just like the Oracle, Warner Brothers' track record has shown that they are more than willing to hit you with a release date pump fake. And remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.